Hey, how are you guys doing? So we got the 12th episode of the second season for Nijigaku to go over. Of course, if you wish to watch it through the main legal source, that will be on Crunchyroll. You'll need a premium subscription to watch that. And of course, after this video, I have a poll where you can vote in, ranking your girls from your favorite being 1 and your least favorite being 13. And of course, there is also subunits 1 through 4. So this is the second to last episode, and we last left off with Yu. She was looking at the poster, seeing if she wants to participate in that competition and maybe get some recognition as a composer. And Ayumu got an email. We don't know what the heck that is, but that's what she got. So we'll have to see what those two things mean. So we'll start off this, and the girls are looking at the fact that they have the first concert, the idea that Khan gave, and they're trying to figure out when they want to do it. But that coincides with Love Live, so they said, you know what, maybe we'll just do it on the 31st, right before New Year's. So that's their idea. They're going to go with that, and they're trying to speculate for what kind of ideas that they can do. But we got, here, we got Mia saying, Imi wakanai. Thought that was nice to have. Good old kind of Maki reference a little there. But most importantly, during this conversation, Kanta notices Yu and Ayumu, and they kind of have this long face. So again, we're thinking that this is going to be the things that I just mentioned earlier, is that, we have the competition and Ayumu's whatever her email is about. They haven't told each other about this, but that's figuring this is going to be a big part of this episode. And we have a bunch of the girls who love supporting Niji. They had the cookies. Figure I had to show that, especially because they had the Rebirth girls for their cookies. We got Shiriko, Danju, and Mia there. So, you had to show the cookies of these girls. But going past that, minor thing, we had Nanju said she wants to train with these 3 girls and have her help out, but there's no mention of saying, I want you guys girls to perform with me, I just want you to train with me, so it doesn't seem like Rebirth's going to be a thing, because, we just got 1 episode. So I figured at least just mention it. But here's the actual email. The basic gist that's happening, there is a person in London, and she fell in love with school idols. Except they're in London, and there isn't really a school idol scene there. So she wants to support her, but it's like not really a thing they can do in London. And Ayumu reads this, and then she kind of gets the idea of like, wow, there's someone that far away who loves me and supports what I do. And I get to think about doing a short-term exchange program in London, or London. London is kind of how to say it. So that's the idea of what's going on with the email. Meanwhile, we also, of course, have Yu. She's trying to contemplate if she should participate in this competition. And we have Kaoruko kind of give her a little nudge, almost, I would say. Because she says, if you can do this, you can open your doors as a composer. Which Yu goes and discusses with Ayumu. And she kind of says, like, I don't know, never really seriously gave it a thought. Being a composer would be cool, but when she said, I'm not that crazy interested right now. Ayumu's then going to ask all the foreign girls here, which you can see there, and kind of getting their idea of, well, are school idols a thing? Can I still be a school idol if I go study abroad? And these girls kind of like, probably not, because these girls all know the scenes in different countries, and they tell her, yeah, it's kind of hard. That's why we came to Japan. Now we have Kanto, who's, of course, trying to support Haruka for the Love Live. And she makes this big little sign, but then Yu comes over and is like, I want to talk about something, because I don't know, I guess it's kind of like the mom of the group. And she talks about her struggles, trying to figure out what should I do, because I kind of want to do this, but I don't want to be separated from Ayumu. But she basically says, I'll think about it, I'll come back to you and give you an answer. Guess who comes next? Ayumu, and she basically tries to go over her problems, like, I don't want to be separated if I go abroad and go to London, but she's also kind of intrigued by that prospect. But Kanta again sends her off saying, I'll try to come up with something. And she's walking along, and then she finds all these girls coming along. So these girls are from Haruka's school, and they want to support Haruka as she goes to Love Live. So then Kanta's like, well, you want to support him too? So she basically comes up with the idea that she needs to help support all the girls in Love Live. Ayumu and Yu are more than happy to help. While they're talking, I guess they showed this thing about their first concert. So 12, obviously, there's 12 girls. So probably 12 performances. Whoever girl goes in one order. I don't think that means we're going to get 12 songs. That'd be great, but probably not. But I figured that was a little noteworthy. Then we jump to the actual Love Live. All the girls, they are getting ready for the live stream that they're going to do as a competition, and of course the girls are nervous. Kanto then sends a text to literally every girl in Love Live, which, dang, how did she get all the numbers? But they showed her that she has a Love Live stream to support these girls, to support the Love Live, should I say. And they're all there cheering the girls on and just making them feel better. And of course, they got girls from all the schools and, you know, support them. And they're, of course, very happy about that. But there's a kind of a message that Kanta is sending to these two girls in specific, which she gives advice is, this doesn't matter. You can still support someone even from afar. So Ayumi's like, oh, okay. So then she basically tells you, you know what? I'm going to do the exchange program, which is the first time she tells you. And Yu's like, oh, that's amazing. Also, she was a bit shocked, but then she also tells her she wants to do the competition. So then the girls say this to the rest of all the girls, and Yu just is excited, and bam, 12 souls just out of nowhere. And she's excited to be able to do that. And then the last scene that they kind of show us here is that this is going to be their first concert, the first live. They, of course, Nijigasaki first live with you. That was literally what it was called in real life. That was, so I guess why make something new, right? But yeah, and with the previous episode, there wasn't really anything there. They sure showed that sign. So I guess that's all we have to look at. So probably no rebirth whatsoever. No graduation episode yet. Probably not. They just had the first concert and that's how they get ended. I'm hoping that there's a new song in there. Probably a group song, but they only showed 12 people. I don't think they're just going to show a bunch of songs, but we'll have to think about that. But I am really curious to see what can happen in the future. You know, I think this episode just has a lot more future implications rather than a lot of stuff happening now. So, of course, we have Ayumu saying that she is going to go to London. It's a short-term study abroad program. It's not going to be for like years, I think. Short-term study abroad can be weeks potentially. So she won't be gone for long. But I think that could be pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to do anything with the fact she's going to London. Maybe they'll animate some scenes, her being in London, being with English people. Maybe Mia can give her some pointers how to speak English. Who knows? And maybe we'll get a performance, getting a song in London. I think that would be pretty cool. But, you know, maybe not. Who knows? But past that, you know, what do you guys think is going to happen? Are we going to see Hugo perform in this concert? Or not this concert, the competition? Probably. I mean, they discussed it. And do you think that this is going to be end for the Nijigaku anime? Or do you think it's going to be more past that? I think most people, especially when I talked about it with a bunch of people on the community tab, is they think that we're probably at least going to get a movie. That's the trend. First season, second season, and a movie. We have to wait to figure out. No confirmation for such. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. What's going to happen after this. And, of course, what do you think it's going to happen for literally the next episode. And how they're going to end it. I'm just curious to see what you guys think. Most people think we're at least going to get a movie. I don't know if we're going to get season 3. But I guess there is potential for room for that. Don't know. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And what do you think about Yumu going to London? I'm curious what do you guys think about that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And we'll catch you guys in a video soon.